So I can only work with what is alive in your love life and your sex life right now. Because this course is about sex and is about intimacy and is about you reclaiming your masculine role in sexuality. And this module is about you reclaiming your own authentic sexual experience. That means I'm going to learn you zip, nada, nothing. You are going to unlearn a lot. Yeah? So the only thing that is my work is decondition you from a lot of bullshit that you gathered through pornography, through the media, through Disney, through whatever infects your brain and takes you out of your authentic self and takes you out of your authentic masculine experience that you here embodying on this planet right now. We are going to talk about your first sexual experience. You're going to write down your first experience with sex. So that could be for you in high school, showing each other's genitals, I don't know. It could also, that maybe that made an impact for you and that did something to you. It could also be your first time penetration, that you felt, oh, there was so much tension there, or I felt rejection there, or something else happened that made an impact. And it can also be the first time when somebody saw your lingam and made a judgment just by a reaction. It could be a natural reaction for one, but for you it can be totally traumatic. And that there's still something there in your system of rejection or being too much. But then I went back to my first time having sex. It was with a man who was a gaslighting, narcissistic kind of personality. So I was kissing him. It's so much fun and it was so innocent for me. But then he said to me, "You're really turning me on here, eh? And I'm here with this erection. Hello?" I really thought, oh my God, what am I doing to him? I'm playing these games and I cannot follow through on it because I didn't want to have sex because it was too scary for me and I was not ready for it. Then I found out when I was still in my 30s, I was still having sex like that. It was still that the man was kind of like pressuring me, that I already filled it in for him. He probably thinks now I'm going to play games, so I have to now follow through, probably. So it was just a blueprint that was created in my brain. But the first time you had sex is probably still how you have sex right now, or how you experience sex. If there's still some program, some wiring in the brain going on, that it's like, oh, somebody's turned on, or I am turned on, so now I have to do this. Oh, she is turned on, so now I have to do that. Like there's the wiring, the neurological pathway is just one way, when actually it's like 1,000 ways. But you only learned one way, so you're doing still one way. So also with, for example, erection, when you feel an erection coming up, then maybe you're like, oh, then I have to release the tension. Which is completely not true, of course, but there could be a wiring going on somewhere here. So those are the things I would really like to know, because if I know them, I know how to rewire, and a whole scale, that's a rainbow of opportunity is unfolding before your eyes. We're going to address the first stage masculine, the dark side and the light side. So who can tell, who knows a little bit what is the first stage masculine?
It's about me for me.
Yeah.
Dark side is the rapist.
And the killer, yeah.
The killer.
And the rapist, the dark sides. And of course, in the body, the first stage masculine, you can find it in the lingam presence and the
Heart.
nee. Penetrative force. If somebody says to you, I feel unsafe, what does that mean? What are you going to do? Is it an expression of my feelings? Is feeling unsafe a feeling?
No, it's a judgment.
Yeah, true.
It's a judgment. Yeah. So don't fall for that trap. If somebody says it's unsafe, it's actually a judgment, but it's also good because you have information, but don't go into that she's a victim and you are a perpetrator.
So ask her how she feels.
Yeah. You open up the conversation, or there are lots of strategies how to deal with that. But in this training, we're also going to see how subtle is this perpetrator-victim story. And sometimes you feel the victim, and sometimes you feel the perpetrator. So we're going to see how these dynamics play in your life, in your relationships.